Holy shit! Did you see that?
We have a jingle.
Oh, I love this. Listen to this music.
Now reporting live from Chattanooga
Eyewitness News with Eric Silver. Eric the Well-Read Silver.
It's the news you don't need to know. So starting off this week, we've got the story of the Bodega cat.
Oh, okay.
In Brooklyn, the Brooklyn Bodega
Brooklyn
cat.
deli owners are thrilled to have their cat back tonight. Last week, someone allegedly stole that cat right off the street. Christine Rooster
right
was
out
in
of the
Park Slope
bodega
with the story.
Well, off the street, but
When I come to the store,
why is the stolen cat news?
It's so heavy. I
he looks
fly.
like Milo.
Total relief after a beloved bodega cat, Boca, returned safely on Friday.
He told me,
Russian
why
blue?
you need Boca back? I told him, this is my family.
Co-owners of this Park Slope deli say someone who was in contact with the person who allegedly stole Boca helped bring the cat home.
I asked him for details about the guy, where he
That's
lives,
terrible.
his phone number, anything. But he told me he cannot provide
Poor
any
animal gets
information.
so confused.
Boca was scooped up and stolen right outside their store last week. This surveillance video showing the alleged catnapper. Since then, Boca has become somewhat of a social media sensation.
That's a cat
with pictures
napping.
asking people to help find him. Some customers even dropped off flowers for Boca's return.
Boca has captured my heart. It's captured many in the neighborhood, I think.
Boca has a fan base here in Park Slope. One of them even helped spread the word through his Instagram, something the deli owners are grateful for.
He likes to play, he's so active, even though now he's sleeping.
They say they're not focused on finding the person who did this, but instead are just happy everyone's favorite neighborhood.
Now.
Police are actively looking for this man. His name, Yaqub Salik Talib.
Talib. We've heard that name before.
Looks kind of like Lamar Odom, actually.
But Talib. Yeah.
Aqib Talib.
Aqib Talib, yeah, with the San Francisco.
One of the greatest defensive backs
for the death
in the
of
last
a
20
local
years.
Little League football coach. That coach shot and
he's a
killed
safety.
during a game between 9-year-olds. This happened in Lancaster at the Veterans Memorial Parkway Field. Our Alexis Wainwright tonight with the tragedy and heartbreak felt for that community coach and the search for that suspect who is tied to a well-known former NFL player.
People are mourning the loss of Mike Hickman, who they called a pillar of the community.
They took away a great person that was wanting to help the community and better us as a person.
Shocking.
Friends and family identified
Makes no
Hickman
sense.
as the man killed during a Little League football game in Lancaster Saturday.
I've been on, he was a good guy, always happy, upbeat, good father.
You know, there's nothing that he could have said to have brought this on. I just don't understand it. It's just incomprehensible.
I got in an argument once at a baseball game.
Yeah,
Like,
no one,
do I deserve to die? I
still
don't think
alive.
so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're here to
You don't
speak.
even think it's a risk.
You wouldn't think so.
A good husband. I always
Jump
stood.
to the next story here.
This, authorities in
Here's
Riverside
some happier news.
say this is what they found at a residence after breaking up an illegal cockfight. They also found more than 140 birds.
They found a cock ring. Hey, Abe. They found a cock ring.
Are you playing match game again?
Birds, and authorities
You know
say
what?
many of those caged
Going to
animals were.
Chubby's.
What's that?
I'm bringing my rooster to Chubby's.
Yes.
Severely injured.
Sheriff's deputies say that the illegal event drew more than 200 people to it. Shelby Nelson is live for us in Yurupa Valley with more on the bust and the latest on the investigation. Shelby.
Yeah, guys, the conditions for those animals were terrible, and roughly 200 people found this as their source of entertainment Friday night. There were empty beer bottles, dirty plates. They ate and drank as they watched those birds literally fight to the death in that dirty makeshift ring. Now, we went door to door earlier today asking people about it if they knew or saw anything. A lot of them not really wanting to talk to us on camera, but they say they're not surprised. Lots of people out here have animals. They have large parties. Well, others saying this is the first time they're hearing about
I wonder how much of that goes on.
Usually around here,
a lot of that goes on.
A lot of people.
She knows
The parties and they have a lot of people around here, but I didn't think they were gonna have a lot of people in one of those events.
Cockfighting events.
Yes.
Okay.
So I wasn't.
Yeah.
I was surprised about that one.
Okay, so we got into the Europa Valley.
Okay.
Big events. All right, so there's that.
I was afraid just because this never happens to me, and I do come.
You ever been to TJ?
Yes.
Dorothy, you been to TJ? That's a yes?
Can't hear.
Abe, you been to TJ?
Yeah.
And what was it like?
I was there.
Tijuana.
I got a story from there.
Do you?
Yeah.
Let's have it.
Oh.
The shelter in place.
Well, I almost
wow.
got thrown in the Mexican
What's going on
jail
there?
because I was walking around TJ with my friends Tom and his son, and I was carrying a beer can. I was drinking from a beer can that was, it was. You're not supposed to bring a beer.
Well, not if you're American. You can if you're Mexican or you're cool, but if you're going to be
I know.
Stupid gringo about it, you're going to get busted, man.
Cost me $50.
Yeah, you're lucky that's all it cost
My
you.
friend.
$50 in your virginity?
I could have been in a Mexican jail wearing a dress.
Yeah, like Midnight Express.
I've heard bad stories about Mexican jails.
Mm-hmm. Hey, Abe, do you have any bad stories about Mexican jail to tell us? Tijuana?
But I wouldn't go there now.
I don't have a story about being in a Mexican jail. I mean, I remember I was in Tijuana once, and I remember getting drunk in Tijuana is a bad thing because it's like I think I had my ATM card was stolen when I went, and it was a night of like unfortunate disasters.
It was a night of no soul.
Yeah, my last
right now at
like
11
stint in Tijuana was literally I should have gotten a shirt that said, I had the wildest weekend, and all I got was a shirt.
Lousy t-shirt.
It was.
What? How long does this go? This clip?
Well, I just want to hear more about this story. So, was it kind of like something out of Bachelor Party?
Yeah, it was insane. Yeah, it was like Bachelor Party.
Seems to never end.
He doesn't remember what happened.
Oh my God, it's a blur. I know that my cousin got arrested. It was insane. It was crazy.
You went to a bar.
It was.
Met
It
Kimmy.
was like hungover. It was like
The Hangover. That's it. The Hangover.
The Hangover.
Bachelor
He
Party,
met,
The Hangover.
he met
just
Kimmy.
like the Hangover.
Yeah.
And it was crazy. And then me and his buddy, we were coming back to LA by ourselves because our cousin was in jail.
Mm-hmm.
It was insane. So it was fun. Yeah.
How about you, Dorothy? Do you have any Tijuana warnings for us?
Not really. We were thinking of going there recently, and we
Really?
decided not to because we heard some things.
It's not suitable
but
for
we
your
like to-
diet.
Yeah, exactly. So it's not good. It's
Oh,
gonna help
I
your diet.
watched this one there.
Don't drink the water.
Well, that'll help your diet.
That's true.
'Cause you'll
That
get rid of
could
everything.
give you a nice little cleansing, the colon cleansing. But
Yeah, look at these people. These
my
people give you
first time-
cleansing too.
Remember the good old days in the late 70s when people could get deported to Mexico on purpose if they wanted to go back to see their relatives and go to a wedding?
Why? It was in a movie.
Remember Cheech and Chong?
Cheech and Chong. Come up and smoke.
That was funny.
So anyway, there
Yeah.
are apparently some issues here regarding burning stuff.
Oh.
And,
We couldn't go back home. Literally,
Okay.
people were on the borderline to go back home to the United States, and their
bottom
cars
line
were
is it's a
getting
mess
there
in
lit
Tijuana.
up.
The criminal gang
Well,
set
drugs-
fire to
drug
at least
cartels
15
are
vehicles
taking
and
over.
used some of them to
but
block off
it's not
streets,
Tijuana.
according to
I
Mexican
mean, all over there and around the
It's
border.
Yeah, all over there in that place called, what's that country called? Oh, yeah, Mexico. Like the whole country, dude.
authorities.
Well, I'm just saying along the
More
border.
than
the
300
problem is
troops
bad.
arrived Saturday to bolster the thousands already on the ground.
But at some point,
trying
it's going to
restore
become a
calm
huge
in other cities across
military
Baja
problem. We're gonna have to do
California.
something about it.
Similar scenes of violence
Maybe.
also played out along the
I guess so.
Texas
That's
border.
one of the
In
two
You know,
Ciudad
if we just
Juarez,
let this continue to situation to persist.
Okay. So in the meantime,
Okay.
in international news.
Yes. An explosion in Turkey.
You think we got it bad here on our border? You think we got it bad here? Meanwhile, in Armenia, they thought it'd be a really good idea to store all their fireworks in a shopping mall.
It was just a small building code violation.
Yeah,
that's
well,
all.
here maybe it isn't over there. Maybe over there it's mandatory to store fireworks.
God.
Look at that.
Terrifying eyewitness video out of Armenia capturing the moment
a
fireworks warehouse exploded inside of a shopping mall, killing at least 3 people and
Just 3
injuring
people,
dozens
that's it.
more. This happened in the capital city. Rescue workers rushed at least 60 people to hospitals and will spend the night sifting through the rubble as they search for any survivors. Investigators are still looking into what exactly caused the fireworks to
I know what caused it. You put them in a shopping mall?
detonate.
Yeah.
Hello, I'm...
Okay, so there was that. From ABC, thank you, ABC 7.
And we go now to LA's Miracle Mile neighborhood where a woman...
Okay, so this was a difficult week for 7-Eleven.
Yeah.
They had at least 2... Yeah, there were no car chases this week, everybody. No car chases, but 7-Eleven took it on the chin twice.
barricaded herself inside a convenience store before it went up in flames.
Yeah.
This all started around 9:30 last night at the 7-Eleven at the intersection of Olympic...
Looks like a California blonde.
Oh, Olympic and where?
Boulevard and La Brea Avenue.
Oh, God.
In La Brea, it's mid-city.
The woman armed herself with a knife.
Driven by there many
according to
times.
authorities, blocked the front door and then threw items at police. Now, shortly after officers went inside to grab the woman, a fire erupted. Authorities say the woman started that fire.
Arson. She says no. She's charged assault. She charges arson.
Firefighters
And what was
quickly
the
worked
point
to
of any of
extinguish
this?
the flames. Nobody was
She doesn't
hurt
like
in the
7-Eleven.
incident.
Doesn't like it either.
And the unidentified woman was taken into custody. It's not clear what led up to that incident.
No bail.
Bad
Tonight, new video
Slurpee.
shows dozens of people
Well, this
looting
is
a
terrible.
convenience store during a
7-Eleven
street
story.
takeover in Harbor Gateway.
Yeah.
Now, police are getting fed up with the growing trend and say that they're going to start confiscating
Fed up?
cars.
The police are
during
fed up?
those
How about the
takeovers.
business
The
owners?
7-Eleven, where this all happened, is located at Figueroa and El Segundo Boulevard.
KCAL 9's Jeff Nguyen has more
Oh, my
tonight on the
God.
video.
So
It's about,
South
that's
of
about 10
105.
miles away from me.
Skid marks cover that entire
seems so
because
close.
police say about 100 people went
Let's get
from
to the juice.
directly
Just wait till
into
this
that
happens in your
7-Eleven,
neighborhood, you know?
ransacked it, and all of it was captured on security cameras.
See how good you feel.
Security video captured the chaos inside the 7-Eleven in the Harbor Gateway
my
area
God.
just before
So behind the counter,
1 a.m.
grabbing
Monday.
it.
Imagine how
Angry,
fast that
somewhat
was
mob
cleaned out.
mentality.
Like,
They come inside the store, they start ransacking the place, taking everything, whatever they can and get, food, cigarettes, lottery tickets.
Police say about 100 people looted the store
Oh my
during a street
God.
takeover at the corner of West El Segundo Boulevard and Figueroa Street.
I live in the apartments next door, and I was ready to go to sleep, and all of a sudden I heard just a bunch of noise like cars doing donuts.
The LAPD is asking for
Woke her
help
up.
in finding this man, seen wearing a Colorado Rockies cap backwards and a jersey with the lettering Backwoods.
This guy just decides to start grabbing food and chips and bananas.
why are
and
they
stuff and starts throwing
pinpointing
it out.
that guy?
He's
Like,
just basically hiding in the
everybody
back.
else was in there
Here's a
doing the
still-
same thing.
It's because he's wearing the Colorado Rockies. they don't like the Rockies here. It's just
It says
discrimination.
backwoods.
Frame of him. In addition,
Rockies
detectives
cap
have
on.
released a few
Oh,
more
look at this
images
guy.
of
Cigarettes.
people who were at the sales counter, which has been dusted for fingerprints. Police say
Oh,
they're
they
going to
got
start confiscating cars at takeovers.
Those people
whether
will be
you're
caught.
a driver or a spectator.
If they're going to start doing this kind of stuff and you're going to start inconveniencing people and locking down freeways.
So there was.
Is on for those who ransacked a 7-Eleven in Harbor
We
Gateway.
already saw
We
this.
pan this camera
This is a little
all the
different
way around.
coverage.
Want to give you a look at where the 7-Eleven is here. That's the store that they believe those
right
folks
near the
just
highway,
walked
you
into
know?
right afterwards and where everything unfolded.
How
I
many
did speak
of those have you seen?
I kind of see it more and more.
He was wearing a Colorado Rockies baseball cap,
Yeah,
a
they
jersey
go
as
after
well
the
with the
Rockies guy, too.
Backwoods logo on it.
Yep.
We did get
Yeah.
a still frame of him as well from part of the video where he is seen throwing food at a clerk while workers in the back were trying to hide.
What's he going to
Detectives
get
say-
arrested for? Food fighting?
Yeah, he got singled out 'cause he's
Food
throwing
fighting.
He's using food as a weapon. He weaponized food.
Yeah.
He's throwing it at a
crowd
crowd.
of about 100 people stormed the store, and they also
Yep.
released
There's
some
one guy
images of
eating.
people
That
at the
guy's eating
counter,
everything.
which was
Big
dusted
fat
for
guy.
fingerprints. All right, let's go to security video of the craziness here earlier in the morning. This is video that was posted.
More breaking news, a dramatic rescue tonight in Huntington Beach after a car.
Coco. This is what's going on. Check out the story. This is what happened last night. So last night, Coco and I are sitting, and Coco, my daughter, Coco, was visiting, and we're sitting on the sofa and watching YouTube or whatever, and we hear just cop car after cop car after cop car racing over the bridge. And this is what happened.
Somebody fell in, drove into
crashed
the peninsula?
right into the water. It happened near Via Genoa and Vito Lido Nord. This is a picture of the car in the water. It appears the driver went through a playground and then right into the bay. Well, luckily for her, a group of people nearby jumped into action and rescued her. Tonight, we talked to one of the Good Samaritans.
Oh my God.
Turned around and got a piece of the pipe from the railing. And I just bashed both the windows in, and then from there, someone was able to open the trunk, and once they opened the trunk, they kind of had her out.
Well, Newport Beach police are investigating the crash as a possible DUI. The driver was taken to the hospital. She was not seriously injured.
All right. So there's that.
Okay.
All right, so that's what happened. Yeah.
I love your bag, Coco.
Beautiful bag.
Now to breaking news in West Hollywood, where a large shooting investigation is underway. Sky 2 is live over the scene now. It began at Beverly and La Cienega near the Beverly Center. LAPD were called to the scene but didn't find anything. However, nearby LA County sheriffs found a victim at Santa Monica
slaughtering
San
the
Vicente. The victim was taken.
Looks like a Cadillac Escalade there, and when police showed up, nobody was there. The people who shot at them were gone, and the people who were being shot at left.
So what? That's a news story?
Well, isn't that kind of weird? Like, nobody stays around for the cops to show up, and it was at La Cienega and in Hollywood.
Well, I don't know. Maybe people were scared. Maybe they didn't get there fast enough.
To the hospital in unknown conditions, and we will continue to follow this breaking news, and we'll have the very latest on CBS 2 News.
We haven't played that.
A driver jumps to safety just as his semi-truck tumbles off the side of a Texas highway. Take a look.
To end the segment here, you think you're having a bad day? All right. This driver had a worse
Driver jumps to safety just as his semi-truck tumbles off the side of a Texas highway. Take a look at this dash cam video shot yesterday. You can see that truck on the opposite side of the road sliding and then falling right over the edge. The driver of that big rig managed to jump out of the vehicle just in time. No major injuries were reported in this crash.
Hello, I'm Mark Brown. Get more great ABC7 content by clicking the subscribe button.
Yeah.
The price is wrong, bitch.